All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are with part two of the Triangle Strategy demo that was announced on the Nintendo Direct just not too long ago. So, if you remember from whenever the last game left off, or the last video left off, um, we had just got through with the bridge battle, and my assassin died. Sir Maxwell appears to be dead, and we have made our escape. As I load up into what we were in, obviously we're going to be seeing where this story takes us. All right. Whiteholm Castle. That's where we just were. That's where the drawbridge battle happened. And I believe it was up here in this area where the storyline continued. Maybe not. Let's see what it says here. Let's go back to Whiteholm Castle. I gotta refresh myself too, because it's been a few days here. Okay, some more storyline stuff.
Your
Cool.
most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three great houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before...
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail.
In jail. In jail.
Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
All right.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost.
Also known as Vladimir.
Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed. 3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit.
I quickly want to see what this profile button does. Okay, it just tells who is talking and what they are. Archduke Asafroth. All right.
And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death.
Rabble!
Off with his head!
Rabble!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Nice gushy noise for a beheading. Definitely excited for this game to come out. Probably going to be 2022, just from how they were talking about it in the Nintendo Direct. So it's going to be very interesting.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Wolford Town, that one's in red. We got the Fox Demesne outskirts. We also got Teleora Plaza, also in green. And over here we got the Citadel of the Sands. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one up real quick. This one was available before that bridge battle, but I went ahead and jumped into bridge battle to begin with, just to kind of delve in face first.
Your Grace, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Was that whole thing for that area? Looks like it. You gotta love Square Enix, man. Square Enix might be one of my favorite game producers. They've put some super gems out there. All right, let's see what's going on over here. More beautiful storyline and voiceover acting, I'm assuming.
Whatever is House Teleor to do, with King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy.
That damn
Yet if
duchy.
House Wolford were to fight at their side, they say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolforts may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Alright, so they might possibly be joining with Vladimir there. Super interesting that they are positioning this demo kind of in the very middle of the game. Really, I guess, to show off the storyline that they've created so far. Either way, I am super excited for this game.
Minister Sorsley.
What is it this time, Booker?
Nice.
We've just received word that Esfrost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
Sorsley. Sorsley kind of looks like a conehead, dude. For those of you who know that amazing 90s movie, Coneheads, this guy kind of reminds me of a conehead.
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray.
Booker Paynorth.
Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter? At any rate, I must speak with His Holiness at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed, you may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you? Send a raven to His Holiness. Tell him that his faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
It seems that the other groups of people will be siding with Vladimir, and it looks like our only option now here to continue with this demo is in Wolfort Town, where our party has taken refuge. Hopefully another battle. Well, they did say the army was in close pursuit, so yeah, here we go.
Lord Serenoa! Oh, thank the heavens that you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
So Roland being the youngest prince from Glenbrook.
Benedict, there is news.
Hey, this is the assassin lady. I guess she's still alive. Okay, cool. Hopefully she's still alive. The battle commences and she's still there. I'm gonna be a happy camper.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm.
Your dad ain't got in his head no more.
His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must move quickly.
I would seek Father's counsel.
Okay, so this guy, I believe, is going to be the main character, Serenoa Wolfort, who is the second in line to be king here at Castle Wolfort.
About Lord Simone.
Wolfort.
Huh? What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Starting to piece together who is what and where is when. And who exactly is going to be the main characters
Father!
here. Again, from what I can gather, it's going to be this guy, Serenoa.
Lord Simone, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simone. Not now, of all times.
Father! Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you. Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
So the dude just collapsed at the news and has not been responsive since.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain.
So this dude just had his dad's head get cut off, and the other one
You too must
is
remain
laid up in
composed.
bed.
For Lord Simone. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
We found his hat.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Or mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
Nah, Sir Maxwell's
This
still
mask
alive.
was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities, and the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see.
He's downriver.
Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell. You too abandon me now?
Oh.
Ugh. Shut up, little kid. Ugh.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Alright, looks like Wolfort is, or no, Hawk's Roost. Hawk's Roost being the only option that we have now. Another crisis looms large for Serona and Prince Roland. Serenoa? Serenoa. Pronunciations to be determined.
My lord, the Esfrosti army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
The one that killed Sir
Gustadolf's
Maxwell.
Not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
Oh, it's decision time. Decision time to shape your fate. One of the three morals. What so will you choose? Will you fight? Will you
You
run
cannot
away?
be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Who is you? Member of Glenbrook Kingsguard.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
And where's Frederica from? Frederica is part of the... Oh, yeah. That is Vladimir's sister.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere.
Gila is Frederica's tutor.
And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
Don't know if they're spelling jail right here.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Eridor, the shield guy. He's the arms master for House Wolfort.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
You would have me render a decision here and now? The more I ponder, the more the answer escapes me. There is a case to be made for either course of action.
You would have me render a decision here and now?
That seems like a pretty
As the master of this
PC
domain,
answer.
you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I mean, in all technicality, the master is laid up
I
in bed right
understand that,
now.
Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
The scales of conviction. Let us see what these scales look like. Or what they do. Or how they work. Okay. Again, the only option. Unless, what else do we have? We have some encampment, proceed to the war room and make ready for the battle. Check the inventory, check tutorials, and unit details. Here's who we got. Yes! Anna the spy is still there. Okay, cool. She totally died in the last battle, but I guess she just passed out. We dragged her into the boat. Okay. The scales. To the scales! An army is upon us, but let's look at these scales right quick. Everybody weigh in, literally.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
Ooh, okay, so do I get to run around and talk to everybody? Their hearts are divided, but a compelling argument may yet change some minds. To sway them, I will need more information. Perhaps I should ask around town. Going out, my lord? Yes, I would hear the wisdom of my people. The commoners. Ask the commoners. Understood, my lord. When your work is done, pray speak to me once more. I will do just that. Thank you. Let me investigate some more, then return when I have knowledge that might sway minds. Alright, voting. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party, as played out through the voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you may cast a single vote, but you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Furthermore, before voting commences, you may speak to the others to persuade them to change their mind. Whether or not you attempt to any persuasion succeeded, whether or not your attempt at persuasion succeeded, however, will not be known until the votes are cast. The key to successful persuasion is gathering the necessary information beforehand. Head to the town to see what knowledge may glean from the people. Stave off and protect. Hand over prince. 4-2. Alright, what you got, lady? The Saltire War has broken out the earnest when Azeroth's forgeries began producing arms and armors forged of iron, the likes of which we'd never seen. 'Twas a great boon to an already impressive army. Ere long, they have brought destruction to every corner of the realm. As I hear it, the Asphrosty army remains the most mighty in the continent. I pray we are not able to relive the bloody age. Okay. Don't want to take them on because they're a little too strong. Long have I heard the rumors of secret traps that dot the Warfort demise. If the tales are to be believed, they serve to make a quick work of any intruders, though I can't help but wonder, why keep such a valuable weapon so secret? Secret traps? It's hard to say what this might mean for us. They might well be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? Oh, I walked into that house. Okay, what do you got around here? You. And this on the eve of New Harmony. What could the Archduke be thinking? Oh wait, did I skip something? No, I didn't. No, I saw a shiny. There it is. HP recovery pellet. You, sir. I shudder to think that there is a bounty on Prince Roland's head. The boy has always been a friend to the people. It says he's to be delivered alive. I'd wager there's no plans on executing at least anytime soon. I should let the others know of this. You learned a bit more of the bounty. Is it true? Has Azeroth forces attacked the Crown City? How could the High Houses have let this happen? Outrageous! I'd a mind to take a way to the capital, but the high road's been blocked. What's the meaning of this anyway? I've got a mouths to feed at home. Is this your home? I see no mouths to feed, sir. I do see a shiny, though. Secrets. 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 Here's another house. Also empty. Okay. I saw a shiny over here, did I not? I did. Shiny. You. There's a commotion at the capital to be sure, but it'll just be over soon. The Dawnspear will see to that. Aye, the sun won't set on Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell Falls. Ha! As if that would ever happen. Sir Maxwell laid down his life so that one may see another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. Okay, well, Sir Maxwell might be alive, might not be alive. Let's see what's in this house. Ooh, peoples. Has the Crown City truly fallen? What madness is this? You little kid. Mother's not herself today. Has something scary happened? Stay inside though. Might get kind of hairy out here. Is that all I got? How about you? A terror like no other came over me when I saw the state in which you returned, my lord. There's a house up here. And there are no people in here. Oop, shiny on the fire though. Oh shit, I didn't even see what I just picked up. What did I pick up? Not tutorial. Inventory. Maybe it was a firestone? Yeah, I think it was a firestone. Okay. So I don't know what information would be useful there, but I'm assuming they're gonna pop up as texts that I can talk to about to other people. Nothing in that house. I think that's all the people I can talk to. I might be missing a whole bunch of people, but you know. I'm more in this for the tactical fighting, so let's go ahead and do that. Return to the council? Yeah, let's do that. I could spend another 10-20 minutes just walking around looking for people to talk to, but let's see what we got. What are you thinking? Our kingdom needs Prince Roland now more than ever. He is to be protected above all others. What about you?
What do you need?
We stand no chance against an army that large. Releasing the prince to Azeroth is the logical decision. With all due respect to His Highness, the kingdom must come before his personal freedom. A peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in their time of greatest need is no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I pray we find the bloodless path out of this conflict. Suppose we decline. The Duchy's army will stop at nothing to take Prince Roland from
Lord
us.
Serenoa.
Allowing emotion to govern us in a moment will only cloud our judgment.
Aye, lad.
I'm no fool, my lord. We stand a good chance against Azeroth's Forest as an egg against the castle walls. But we can't go offering up Prince's head on a silver platter. He's the only left of the royal family. What about you?
Lord Serenoa.
War with Azeroth could mean House Wolford's destruction. This much is clear. You lead House Wolford in your lord's stead, your duty to your land and its people. Well, I want to go ahead and make sure to not hand over these people. So who do I need to speak to? I need to persuade Benedict. Let's go ahead and try that now. I trust that you will make a reasoned decision, my lord. Yeah, there we go. The town's secret weapon. I must confess, I was not aware we knew. They didn't say. I think they said it's the last resort. Forgive me. Nothing I've heard here has shaken my convictions. Have you any more to say in your favor? Roland must live. I do not believe the battle is a futile one. I don't believe the battle is a futile one. Though this presumes that I've correctly deduced that you agree with His Highness's
I am decided.
At any rate, I should thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. I'll shake from the heart. He's in deep thought. He's undecided. Let's see. I also need to convince the spy. What do you got? Let's protect. Surrendering Roland is the only way to protect the... Surely you see that. Oh, I missed one. Okay, we cannot yield to the enemy's every demand. The battle is not yet lost. Yes, with the right strategy, there is such a thing as unwinnable battle. And you have plans which not prove it very well. As in all things, logic must guide our judgment. Yay! You are on my side. You are not on my side, I think. Only a fool would pick a fight that cannot win. I do not take you for a fool. There we go.
I don't know.
All the more reason to prepare for battle now, while they are otherwise occupied. We may find their weakness yet. I too wish we do not surrender Prince Roland, mind you. We must be thorough. Wait, who am I talking to? Here we go, here we go. Truth be told, I have a plan. A hidden device that may give us the upper hand? I too have heard the rumors, and yet I see where your heart lies, my lord. Let us hope it leads us well. Moved by my words. Who else is the last one? Oh, him. I will not allow my life to be weighed against those of the people. Have you forgotten Sir Maxwell's dying words? Father taught that whatever rules is righteous by virtue of their station alone. But now, though I weigh your words more heavily than most, I know not what is right. I appreciate you speaking your mind, but I have my own thoughts on the matter. After all, is it not best that I handle that which is easily settled by my words alone? There's a way in which we might still overcome our foes. You mean say such a thing is available to us? Such a tactic would demand a sacrifice of your people, and against their will, no doubt. I can no longer discern what is right or wrong. I place my fate in your hands. Alright, cool. I don't want to try and convince the others otherwise, so let's go ahead and commence this here vote. Voting. We got a whole army coming towards us. Let's vote on some stuff. The question before us, do we surrender Prince Roland in accordance with Astaroth's demands, or do we fight for his freedom? On this matter, I say, protect.
Approach the scales of conviction.
Did you approach the scales of conviction?
I believe in you.
I put my faith in you as ever, my friend.
I believe I can decide this matter with confidence.
May we not regret the path we have chosen. No words from that?
So?
You believe we can win, yes?
I agree.
You have my vote. Do not make me regret it. We fight! Okay, so the ones that didn't have to convince have no words for me. Wait, I had to convince him too, right? I can't
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided.
We surrender Prince Roland to no one. The Astaroth Fourth shall get our blades between their ribs and thank us for this honor. We fight! We might die a bloody death, but damn it, this demo is worth it.
The judgment is made.
The scales tip, and our path is chosen. We must steel ourselves for the battle that lies ahead.
Very well. Then I will do all in my power to see that it proves the right one. I fight with you, my friend.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own against the army of Esfrost.
And let's hope Sir Maxwell jumps out of the lake or river and does his meteor smashy move to help us all. I was honestly hoping for like some type of Dragon Ball montage training session.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolfort resolved to shelter Prince Roland. Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces. Commanding the Duchy's armies is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
That dude was named Franny. But for real, I hope Sir Maxwell's still alive. On the real. Really, really though.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A raven's arrived from House Wolfert.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt? So they refused to relinquish him to us. How intriguing.
I don't like the way he said that. That's not the right way to say that.
They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise.
Very well. Send a raven to General of Lore. Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince. Or not at all.
Or not at all. Nice.
Yes, Your Grace.
Let's go ahead and bring that chick over to our side, because she's bad. That's a bad bitch. Ooh, more choices. All right, what do we got? Let's watch what's happening at the Crown City. Crown City, Crown City.
So they would rather die than bend the knee? Wolfort truly is a house of fools. At least Avlora will have the chance to prove herself on the battlefield.
That's why we took her in, no? She'll prove useful yet.
For her own sake, I would hope so. Once we bring down the highest of the 3 high houses, what do you suppose will become of the other 2?
I should think the answer obvious, dear sister. The cowardly Teliors will be at our beck and call. The Falks, too stubbornly loyal for their own good, will not. House Falks presides over bountiful lands. Now, do you suppose Brother will pass up the chance to claim such a tantalizing prize?
Indeed not, brother dear.
Brother dear. All right, I'm assuming the other green options, the other green exclamation points on the map are just some more dialogue in which people are talking about the decision. But this one has a question mark on it, so I'm curious as to see what this is. And then let's go ahead and head straight into the battle.
Thank you for agreeing to see me. My name is Julio.
So, you're looking to pledge your service to us, eh? They tell me
Yay,
you're
more
from
warriors.
the Crown City. Something happened to drive you our way?
I'm afraid so.
He's a thief. Shortly before the attack.
Why have you brought me all the way to this place? Whatever it is you wish to speak about, I should hope it is important. I am a busy man.
And who are you, busy man? Sneaky looking bastard. Advisor
It
to
is
the
indeed.
crown.
It concerns the Grand Norzelian mining venture. Pardon me if I'm being presumptuous, but I came across a most curious thing when I was reviewing the particulars of the arrangement the other day. There were documents that I did not recall having seen before. Specifically, documents pertaining to the compensation of the workers contracted to transport the iron out of the mine.
Is that so?
Following the paper trail, I could not help but notice that a not insignificant amount of coin had made its way through paths most circuitous and befuddling into your hands.
Well said.
Something easily overlooked at a glance, but my eyes are sharper than most. No doubt you have a logical explanation for this?
I haven't
want that money
to explain it. Even if I were guilty of whatever it is you have the gall to accuse me of, there is naught you can do about it. All that I have done with Prince Franny's full.
You would claim that His Highness is complicit in this?
The high and mighty are always scratching each other's backs. Everyone knows that. Everyone, it would seem, but you.
To think the Crown Prince would be party to such corruption. Has our kingdom truly sunk so low?
It would fall on your head should word of this get out. Considering the nature of the crime, I shudder to think of the punishment. Luckily for you, I've every intention of keeping this matter between us, so long as you don't go running your mouth. Why, I'll even toss in some coin to sweeten the deal. A fair enough bargain, wouldn't you say?
Coin? I spit on your coin.
I spit on it.
I will not remain silent. I cannot. I will root out the rot of corruption that plagues our realm, no matter what it may cost me.
You stubborn, self-righteous fool! I'd hoped to settle this as reasonable adults, but it would seem that...
Oh?
Sound the alarm! The kingdom is under attack! Asphrust strikes!
What's this?
What say you? Oh, I punched him and ran.
Needless to say, the circumstances make my return to the Crown City impossible. Pray allow me to be of service here.
Ah, now it's coming back to me. You were Sir Maxwell's second in command during the tourney, weren't you? You didn't stand out much, but you held your own well enough. Aye, I reckon we can find use for him yet.
Very well then. Be welcome among us. Eridor, see that our new friend gets settled in.
Thank you, my lord. You have my word that I will serve you well.
Alright, so Julio trained under Sir Maxwell. Got him to our party. Glad I hit that up before I actually went into the battle. Inspired by your deeply held conviction, Julio has joined your cause. His skills will serve you in battle, granting your allies additional TP and allowing them to unleash their skills with greater ease. Dope. Julio. Welcome to the party, Julio. All these crazy ass names, and you got Julio. Alright, y'all. I think it is more dialogue time. So far, this episode has been riddled with dialogue. Although I eat that kind of stuff up, I know it's not exactly the best thing to watch.
Avlora? Are you certain?
Yes. We are surrounded by the Archduke's main forces, led by General Avlora herself.
She killed my brother. And my master. I must avenge them. Even if it means my life.
Your Highness, your life is far too important to so blithely throw away.
I know that, and yet...
Facing the Asphrasti forces head-on is a fool's errand. They will drive us back with ease. Let us consider another strategy. As a matter of fact, there is more to this town than meets the eye. It is a secret which, under normal circumstances, would be divulged to a new lord only after their succession is made official. But desperate times... I sent a man just now to make preparations. Come with me. We haven't much time.
Who is this man? Is it Julio? Interestingly enough, from scene to scene, we were able to choose different things. Now, I can only imagine during the actual game there's going to be lots of micromanaging to do in between scenes. Plenty of chances to adjust abilities and inventory and equipment and
I would
whatnot.
hear more of your plan, Master Benedict. They say Castle Wolfort was built into a mountainside. Am I to believe there are yet more secrets concealed in its construction?
Just so. As it happens, a contrivance of sorts was installed in the town to be used only in cases of dire emergency.
What manner of contrivance? I've never heard such a thing.
You wouldn't have. The information is divulged only to the Lord of the House and his closest advisors. It is a secret, one that embodies this town's true worth.
I see.
What is it?
Then what, pray tell, is this town's true worth?
The towering walls that rise up in all directions, the network of sloped waterways. This town appears as any other to my eye. But perhaps my gaze is untrained.
It is the canals we will use. We shall pour flaming oil into them from above and burn our enemy out.
All right.
What in
Shit.
Benedict, have you gone mad?
Do you see those hawk sculptures located throughout the town?
I do. They are the means by which the weapon may be activated, I presume.
Indeed. Tearing them down will trigger a barrier to rise around the canals. After that, no one will be able to get in or out until the blaze subsides.
You would burn people's homes. No, the very town itself, along with our foes. But just think of the lives that may be sacrificed.
This
Well,
is
hopefully
the path we have
evacuate
chosen.
them.
There's little choice left to us if we wish to survive. We must win, whatever the cost. Prepare for battle.
Let's go ahead and evacuate the civilians before we start setting shits on fire. You know, we must make ready for the duchy's attack. That device should be somewhere in town, but where? You have a green exclamation mark over your head. I understand what my life means to our kingdom. I must survive the battle at all costs. And yet, Father, Franny, Cordelia, Sir Maxwell, she killed them all. Rona, I must avenge them with my own hands. Let us aid you. Be aware your surroundings. Never fight alone, and you can fight together. Sir Maxwell give us his counsel. Yes, thank you, Sir Rona. We will defeat the Lord. I owe my life to you and all. I will not part with it easily. The duchy shall not find us easy prey. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this here statue. Review the use. Alright, how do we use this thing? Ooh. Jesus Christ. Okay. So that will set that little section on fire. There's a shiny. Is there another hawk statue? There is. Where does this set on fire? That section. And burn those people's houses. All seems in order. Seems to be just right. Another shiny. I see no hawk. Oh, there's a hawk statue right here. That one house. So this is the battlefield, and these are the places I can set on fire. Envision a day like this with this dreadful device. Is that all of them? Anna, what do you got? We use that method at the risk of our own lives and those of our people. It's a choice we should make. It will make many years to rebuild the town. Innocent people will suffer. We must put the threat in the minds of our people. If we triumph, we will offer them due compensation. If we triumph, I know you have only well-being of your people in heart. I apologize for speaking out of place. This realm is nothing without our people. Your care for them will see through this. We must prevail. Rest assured, I will see what we do. For those Prince Roland's sake and for our own. Can I tell you to evacuate, please? Can you please get out of here? I'm only open for business. Go play, Mama says I have to go to the castle. Okay, everybody's in the castle. Alright. You might lose your health. Alright, so I found 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I find 4? Either way. What do you say? To this we wage a war against Avatar and pray for victory. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We've made the preparations we can. All that remains is how to meet the duchy. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this here video after this this dialogue.
How fare you, Benedict?
And the next video will have the battle here of Wolfort. So let's get through this here dialogue.
My preparations are complete. I trust you're ready as well, my...
As ready as I shall ever be.
We have given ourselves every advantage that we can, my lord.
Indeed we have. I only hope that it is enough.
My lord, the Frosty forces are on the move.
And so it begins.
Our foe advances. Take up your positions, everyone, and be ready for the signal. Shall we, my lord?
Yes. It is...
It is time. It is time for a break-in video. I'm gonna be mad if they don't put me in the map again so I can save before this here fight. But I'm guessing with the amount of times we've been stuck into the map, this will be no exception. Ooh, and there's another question mark. But we'll get into that on the next battle, or on the next video here. I'll go ahead and save this to slot 2. And I will see you party peoples in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video of straight dialogue from Triangle Strategy. But we will jump into the battle on the next one. As always, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, drop me a comment with how much you love or hate this, and I will see you guys next time.